Turner, but you're right. Coach Tomlin was pretty clear about the fact that Antonio Brown will be used.
Blocked into the end zone. Free ball. And picked up for the touchdown by Pittsburgh.
At the beginning that the Browns were hoping for. See the pressure coming right up the middle.
Anthony Chickillo.
Chickillo with the block, and the ball spins, and Chickillo recovers it. See the rotation, the spin on the ball doesn't cause it to go out of the back of the end zone, but stay in bounds. Not the start that the Browns were hoping for or anticipating. 3 and out on offense and then getting the opening punt blocked.
In fact, it's head coach Hugh Jackson's worst nightmare. Kaiser pulls it down, running out of time, and goes down at the 30-yard line. And that is Chickillo. Kaiser holding on to it again and going down again at the 27-yard line. This time Cameron Hayward, number 97. 3rd and 8. Kaiser with time. Lots of time over the middle. That is complete. The 40-yard line. That's Johnson. And Johnson breaking tackles. Moves out to the 47 or 48-yard line for a first down. Deshaun Kaiser going to keep it and sneak for the touchdown. Crowell in the backfield. Crowell. They fake it to him. Kaiser on his feet and over the middle, and did he catch it? Close to the 40-yard line? They say yes. Corey Coleman. 4 offensive drives, 4 punts for the Steelers. Peppers from his own 10. Right up the middle of the field and across the 30, across the 35. 2nd and 7. Roethlisberger over the middle. That's caught at the 35. Antonio Brown on his horse. And tackled inside the 40-yard line. Derek Kindred made the saving tackle.
About that the Steelers needed to try and get Antonio Brown working the middle of the field. It looks like they actually get a hand on the ball. I want to say that was Schobert underneath it. Looked like that ball was even tipped a little bit.
Another quick pass to the outside, and that is complete. And again, Antonio Brown, and Brown inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, and is caught for the touchdown. And that's Jesse James, the tight end.
On this drive, 53, middle linebacker for the Browns. More of a run-stuffing guy, getting in great position, just goes for the ball, and just the timing of it's off, and he doesn't make contact with it.
Kaiser going to go down. Once again, the 3rd sack of the day for the Pittsburgh defense.
What the Steelers and Browns were able to do offensively.
On 2nd and 6, Kaiser throwing to the near side. That is complete, and inside the 20 is Seth DeValve. And DeValve all the way to the 12 and a first down. Kaiser dancing around and then is going to go down at about the 17-yard line. Make it the 18th. 4th time today that Kaiser has been sacked. Zane Gonzalez from 24 yards out. And it's good. Start again now from the 25. Roethlisberger sideline, and the catch is made at about the 40-yard line by Martavis Bryant. Looks left, pump fake, pass underneath, and it's good for the touchdown to the tight end Jesse James. His 2nd touchdown catch of the day.
Bell that splits out left, so 2 defenders go that way, you pump that way, and then Jesse James, who's blocking on the end in protection. He does a late leak. You can see the offensive line work their way upfield. That's a called tight end screen to the inside.
Ball was going to go, wasn't it?
No.
Second and 15. Play fake. Kaiser. Looking. And goes down at the 16-yard line, courtesy of T.J. Watt. Isaiah Crowell in the backfield. Fake it to him. Kaiser with all kinds of time and underthrew the ball. It's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. Watt.
Well, this is just a two-receiver route. The tight end to the right stays in. Hard play fake. T.J. Watt is over the slot. Ricardo Lewis actually gets a free release.
They need the 20 for a first down. Over the middle and intercepted. Tipped and then intercepted is Derek Kindred. Kindred on his way back and to the 30-yard line. Another quick slant, and that is caught by Brown. Usual, normal, jolly self, no matter what uniform he's wearing. Kaiser flips it to Crowell. Crowell got the first down before stepping out of bounds on the far side of the field. Kaiser over the middle, and he's got his man at the 35-yard line, Ricardo Lewis.
Sometimes you got to lace that ball in there, and that's exactly what Kaiser did on that throw.
29-yard pickup, and Kaiser again. That is complete. And under the 20, under the 15, to about the 10-yard line goes Isaiah Crowell.
Play clock now down to 2.
Got the play off in time. Looking left, throwing on the slant. Did he get in? Penalty markers fly.
I think it's
a touchdown. It is. Corey Coleman.
There may be a couple players hurt on that collision.
98. And here we go for 2. Gonna hand it off, and up the middle is Crowell. Made it look easy. What a great job up front.
Great job up front. You can see it looks like the run is supposed to go to the right side, but that's where the Steelers attack it. Crowell with the vision and the cutback.
Roethlisberger with time, lots of time, still looking. And down this sideline it is caught by Antonio Brown. Oh, what a catch.
Antonio Brown is lined up on the right side of the field. He just does a 12 to 15-yard dig route, and as he sees Ben scramble and slide, he just looks for an open window in the defense.
First down, under 2.5 to play. Le'Veon Bell. Running room on the side, and there he goes, 30. Before he stood up at about the 29-yard line. Last 20 seconds will wind down with no further action on the field other than the handshakes. Pittsburgh, the defending AFC North champs, 11-5 a year ago. They ring up another opening day. They have won 8 consecutive regular season games and 30-5 against the Browns since the year 2000.
Javaris Allen has come in at running back. As you see the safeties, just like last week, playing deep for Cleveland. Pressure coming by Kirksey, and he gets Flacco. Christian Kirksey flying into the backfield for his first sack of the year. Is being evaluated for a stinger on his right shoulder. We'll see if he's able to come back. Kaiser throwing and completes it. Randall Telfer makes the catch at the 40-yard line. A 20-yard pickup for the Browns' second-year tight end. Receiver for Hugh Jackson. He was elevated off the practice squad yesterday. Suggs coming with pressure. Kaiser steps up. Now Kaiser on the run. Lost the football. Knocked out by Suggs and scooped up by Matthew Judon.
Kaiser, plenty of time in the pocket. 5-man rush, nobody open down the field. When you're a great high school player and a great college player and you move into the pros as a rookie, you think that you can get it done physically at that same level. What you have to do, you have to succumb to that thought and say, okay, that clock goes off in my head, get rid of the football.
West, the running back, takes the handoff, running left. West cuts it up and in. Touchdown, Ravens.
With all of the vision that you want from a running back, you are patient to the hole, and then fast through it once you finally see it. And that's exactly what Terrence West did right there. Vision, patience to the hole.
They've averaged 3rd and 16 so far in this quarter. Kaiser down the middle, and a diving attempt and caught by Rashard Higgins. Kaiser off the hands, and Weddle got a hand on it. Did he pick it? He did! What a catch by Weddle off the deflection.
I was a member of the San Diego Chargers coaching staff when we drafted Eric Weddle out of Utah way back when in 2007, and he was a jack of all trades at Utah.
Joe Flacco 7 of 8 for 55 yards. Looking to throw again. Trying to take a deep shot for Mike Wallace. Nobody's there except for Jason McCourty, who comes down with the interception. Lead the Browns 7-0. Joe Flacco in the shotgun, hands it off to Terrence West. West has some room on the left side. West spins his way for a Baltimore first. Javaris Allen lined up at the top of your screen on 2nd and 14. Flacco finds some time, fires, and a catch is made by Benjamin Watson. He went up high to get it. The 3rd catch today for Watson. This one goes for 21 yards. Patrick Ricard, the fullback, is into the game right now on 2nd and 6. Flacco again, rolling right, fires, caught, touchdown! It's Javaris Allen.
About the 5th, 6th time where we've seen Joe Flacco on the move outside the pocket area. So his legs are in check, and getting him out, getting his vision there, and a nice dart right at the end. You know, there were so many purple jerseys there. I couldn't tell who he was trying to throw it to at first.
And his return is questionable. So Hogan, the quarterback, playing in just his 5th NFL game, has a wide open DeValve, who makes the catch. Weddle back deep. DeValve cuts it up and in. And a big play by the Browns, 48 yards to Seth DeValve. C.J. Mosley finally brought him down. Play action. Hogan with pressure coming. Steps up, fires into the end zone, and it is caught! Touchdown! David Njoku! The rookie with his first NFL touchdown off a strike from Kevin Hogan.
It's 2 balls that Kevin Hogan has thrown, and he's thrown what I call away from the defender. That inside defender's coming to make the play, and he throws it to the outside shoulder. Nice job stepping up in the pocket. We saw the same thing on the near completion to Corey Coleman on the other side. So Kevin Hogan has that ability to place the ball.
Hogan on the move. Throwing, it's intercepted. Tyus Bowser, the pick. And it's the 3rd turnover today, forced by the Ravens defense. The first career interception for the rookie out of Houston.
Sometimes the most important thing is just get us to the next down. And Kevin Hogan was unable to do that. He got a little greedy once he got out of the pocket. He started thinking, I can make a play. I can make a play. Just get us to 3rd down at that point. And then, to make matters worse, Kevin Hogan gets near the tackle, and he gets plastered. Like I said, one quarterback has a migraine. You don't.
58-yard field goal a moment ago. It's 2nd down and 9. Hand it off to Allen. Browns defense not expecting it. Allen has room. Allen inside the 20. Allen still going. Down inside the 5. John Harbaugh will call timeout with 5 seconds to go. the slot. Perriman, who's a big target, 6'2" at the bottom. Flacco throws it. Caught! Touchdown! Jeremy Maclin!
Right in front of you, Joe Flacco, 1, 2, 3 steps, and you can see that ball's coming out because you saw the separation at the end. That's the same thing that Joe Flacco saw from the sideline. Now, every scoring play is reviewed. You can see the Browns waving their hands going, no, he didn't catch it. No, there's some movement there. There's a little bit of movement.
They're throwing it on 3rd and 1. Hogan deep down the field for Lewis. Johnson then cuts it off and makes the catch.
You know, you have people who can give you directions on how to get somewhere. At the end of this play, there are 2 guys right in the same area, but that's a nice job in catching the ball, locating it. One hand, a little bit of highlight reel right there, and Hogan.
58-yard field goal attempt for Zane Gonzalez. 7th round pick. And it's good. With 9:21 to go, 3rd quarter.
Alabama, you got to drive through Arkansas to get there.
3rd down and 5. The 3 on the play clock. They hand it off to Javaris Allen. He's got some room. Allen right at Jamie Collins. And Javaris Allen has a Baltimore 1st down. A gain of 14.
How often do you get to say that?
Very rarely. Only missed 1 the entire season last year. And now Tucker 1 out of 2. He puts the Ravens up by 2 touchdowns. It's 24-10. Kaiser looking deep down the field. He's got a man, and it's caught by Higgins. Higgins is shoved out of bounds by Jimmy Smith. What a day for Rashard Higgins. Contract, he elected to come here to Baltimore. 2nd and goal. Kaiser, good protection over the middle, intercepted. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. It's the Browns. Webb the pick. It's Baltimore football. Collins up the middle, has got some room. Collins now trying to get to the outside and can't spin away from Peppers. Ball comes out late. He may have been down for the moment, though. They're saying it's Browns football. Then the ball gets tossed around midfield, and it's still with the Browns. But Suggs has found the fountain of youth at the age of 34. His 3rd quarterback hit. It's 3rd and 5. Kaiser chased out again, throws, intercepted. Brandon Carr. And Carr goes down at the 35. Turnover number 5 by the Browns.
Everybody just the gruesome injuries that people see.
So Ravens opponents in 2 games have scored 10 points total and have turned the ball over 10 times total. Baltimore goes to 2-0 while the Browns fall to 0-2.
Couple of tight ends set with Gore in the backfield. Frank, 1 block, but too many Browns coming after the quarterback, and it's Kirksey and Schobert getting the sack. An unfortunate one for the Colts there. Brissett with time, drops it over the top. Hilton the catch on the run at the 20 and out of bounds at the 5. Went over the head of Jamar Taylor for 30 yards. Field. Brissett off the pump, gonna run for it. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Formation 3 wide on both sides. Joe Thomas up top.
Coming up! Deep down the sideline, and the catch is made on the run by Kenny Britt. Coming out of one of those funky Hugh Jackson alignments, and a gain of 33.
Nice formation, spread out a couple of offensive linemen. They can't release down the field. Just trying to confuse the defense.
Including the new quarterback, Kaiser. The pitch to Duke Johnson. Couple of nice cuts. Johnson making something out of nothing, diving for the corner and in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And the athletic move to finish.
Give the rookie Deshaun Kaiser credit, because he went with the kill, checked out of it, and gave it to Duke Johnson, who just makes something out of nothing.
They had contained, got up the field. Duke Johnson came back inside. Look at the elevation, getting into the end zone, getting the ball inside the pylon for the touchdown.
Kaiser.
White 20. Good.
Frank Gore with the burst up the middle. Out across the 45 to the 46, and Frank goes on a 21-yard jaunt. But Matt Jones, brought up from the practice squad, is in. Rifled for a first down into Browns territory to T.Y. Hilton for another big gainer. Got work to do. Spins away from the defense. He's got a lane, and he's got his second rushing touchdown. First NFL passing touchdown, but he gets another one on the ground.
Just a great job improvising by Jacoby Brissett. The Browns without
the Ravens team that just beat the Browns last week. Brissett out of the end zone, looking deep for Moncrief, coming back, and he's got it out across the 30. He beat the veteran.
The coverage, you got Peppers, the high safety in the middle. He can't get over there. Moncrief comes back to the ball and makes the play. I was surprised at the call. You go shotgun from the 1 yard line.
They've been good so far on third downs, 4 of 6. Pressure coming. Brissett gets it away. Wide open. Hilton at the 50. Inside the 40 and the cutback at the 35. And T.Y. Hilton is gone. Touchdown, Indianapolis, 61 yards. First passing touchdown of your career. Great block by Bray.
Peppers taking a poor angle again.
Give this to Gore again. Touchdown, Colts. Kaiser looking for Leslie, going up the one-handed grab, and he makes the catch down to the 2-yard line. What a snag by Leslie, who was just elevated from the practice squad on Friday. Showing his basketball skills right there, reaching up for it. Half the distance, still first and goal. Play action, and the pass into the end zone. Njoku, touchdown. Kaiser trying to solidify the position. First down, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 4-yard line by Rashawn Melvin. And you talk about all Kaiser's positives, the negative is the red zone giveaways.
Kaiser thinks Williams is going out. Williams breaks in. Melvin makes a beautiful interception to pull that ball in. They looked at it, confirmed it.
Have your usual center, Ryan Kelly, either in there. He's out again this week with the injury. Kaiser, plenty of time to find Doyle. Out across the 40, ball squirts free. Browns recover. And the Browns have it.
Bunch formation. Doyle was inside. Ball just pops out.
Yep, Christian Kirksey with the recovery.
Trying to see if he had possession. Yeah, he definitely did. Made the catch, made a football move.
Kaiser off the play action. Intercepted again by Rashawn Melvin. It went through the hands of Britt, and it's the second pick for Melvin.
Kenny Britt right here, singled up. He's going to run a little post. Makes a move, comes back, he's open. The ball's a little bit behind. Can't bring it in. That one's on Deshaun Kaiser. Your receiver's gotten open. He's got room. You got to lead him into the field. He throws it behind him.
From the left hash. And it is good. Colts add to the lead, 31-14 with 10:18 to go in the fourth.
4-yarder from here.
Kaiser stepping up. Off the fake. Now trying to leg it out. Takes a hit at the 23-yard line. And the flag flies. And some pushing and shoving at the end. Play action. Kaiser looking for Britt in the end zone. Flags are down. The catch is made. It appeared to be out of bounds. Blitz coming off the edge. Kaiser looks downfield. His receiver went down, and there's the penalty flag. Pressure coming up the middle. Kaiser got room inside the 5 for the pylon goes Deshaun Kaiser, and out of bounds at the 1. And now the officials will consult. Kaiser keeps, and he scores. Touchdown Cleveland with 2:05 to go. And it's a one-score game. Hill is up at the top of the screen. They'll go right up the middle with it, and it is recovered by the Colts. And the Browns with no timeouts remaining and 2:03 to play. That's Matthias Farley.
Overload, so take a shot up high.
He'll send it deep. Intercepted, Malik Hooker. And the Colts will win it. They didn't finish last week. They do this week. And a 31-28 win. The first of the season for Indianapolis and for the Browns. 15th consecutive road loss.
In place of Eifert. 2nd and 7. Dalton from the gun. Under pressure, football comes loose. Who's got it? And now they say Cleveland football. Recovered by Emmanuel Agba.
The left defensive end working on Jake Fisher. He turns the corner, and what awareness to reach out there with that left hand, get it on the football, and get it out. I mean, that is a great play by the second-year player, and that's what the Cleveland Brown defense needs, making a great play.
2nd and 5. Run play called, and Crowell is blowing up in the backfield. Excellent play by Nick Vigil, who's had an excellent start to the season. The hook by that 3 and out from Deshaun Kaiser and the Browns. So Dalton goes to the airways on 1st and 10, and he completes right up the seam to his star wide receiver, A.J. Green.
Opportunities when you have them.
So Britton Colquitt on to punt again. This is Adam Jones, who will play it from just inside his own 25. Jones running into some daylight. Sprung free by a couple of blockers. Jones inside Cleveland territory. Finally run out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
A great feel for this. It looked like the Browns had pretty good distribution, but right there, James Burgess, the outside linebacker, has to keep contained. You saw 3 or 4 Cleveland Brown defenders to the inside. Once Pac-Man Jones gets to the outside, there's nobody.
Football comes loose again. Who's got it this time? And it appears as though Cincinnati recovers the football. Incredible. Russell Bodine, their center, here out of the timeout. Joe Mixon, a lone setback, another low snap. Dalton had to go down low for it. He'll throw across his body here, and that pass is caught. That's the tight end, Tyler Croft. Boy, what a play by Dalton to get it to him. Dalton, fade pass, end zone, it's caught. A.J. Green for the touchdown. A brilliant pass by Dalton.
Has really got the bulk of the playing time and has played well.
2nd and 6, Kaiser, look out. Never saw Vigil coming.
Hitters having that kind of access to your quarterback.
Kaiser on 3rd and long, fires a bullet, it's caught. Kenny Britt breaking tackles. What a pass by the rookie Kaiser.
A beautiful first down.
Britt had a touchdown last week on a 3 catches. Crowell breaking free. Getting downhill inside the 20, a pickup of 14. Kaiser again from the shotgun on 3rd and 9. Throws near side of the field. That pass deflected and intercepted. It's Clayton Fedulum. Unbelievable. And disaster for Cleveland. Dalton under pressure, and he is set. Second time they've gotten to him. Caleb Brantley, the rookie 6th-round pick out of Florida. 8th play of the drive. Dalton up the seam, has the tight end. It's Croft. First down, Cincinnati.
Much like Bosa was when he joined the Chargers last year.
13th play of the drive. Dalton to the end zone for the touchdown. It's Tyler Croft. And Dalton making it look easy. Wondered maybe if they just take a knee starting inside their own 20. They're feeling confident offensively. Underneath pass, this is Bernard. Plenty of daylight. Bernard still going, and he will score. "61 yards on a catch and run from Dalton."
Greg Williams blitzing in a 2-minute situation. And look at all the Cincinnati Bengal offensive linemen down the field. There's nobody in second support to get to Giovanni Bernard. I mean, that is about as good a play call as you could possibly dial up, taking advantage to the blitz off of the right side.
But there was a good play.
Well, you said it. What a play by LaFell, playing defense on that play as they avoid the turnover. This is Jeremy Hill breaking away inside the Cleveland 40, able to get downhill, finally tackled by Jamar Taylor down the field. Looks like a broken play here. Penalty flag thrown. Dalton looked like he was going to hand off. Now a run for the football. Dalton has some real estate in front of him. Who won that preseason competition with Jake Elliott, a young man whom they took in the 5th round. Elliott, of course, hit that 61-yarder storm after huge storm. We hope that they can pick up the pieces down in Puerto Rico as quickly as possible. This is Jabril Peppers going to play it a couple of yards deep in his own end zone, breaking a couple of tackles. Springs himself free up the sideline and run out of bounds just shy of the 30. Defense that has struggled. They appear to have turned the corner. Dalton play action, throwing towards the end zone. It is caught. That's the tight end Croft for the touchdown. 16 yards from Dalton. See Johnson, the lone setback. Hogan again to the air. Far side of the field, and it is caught. That's Ricardo Lewis.
All of them extremely unique. I thought we saw some good things from him today. Still holds the ball a little bit too long.
Boy, how did Hogan stay up initially? First down pass from Hogan, perfectly placed. Ricardo Lewis hit in stride. A pickup of 31.
On that play, didn't quite see the interference.
Half the distance to the goal, and a run play. It's Duke Johnson in for the Cleveland touchdown. Cincinnati's going to take on a Buffalo team that has given Atlanta all they can handle today. Buffalo's still winning that game 23-17, late stages of the 4th quarter. So that game will be played in Cincinnati next week, and Cleveland will stay home to take on the Jets in Week 5. Hugh Jackson, Marvin Lewis, so much respect between them.
One to watch all day long.
Robbie Anderson motions, and on 3rd down, pressure, and they get him. There he is. First play, first sack.
Oh, nice to talk to. See if he's able to have a day today.
On 3rd down, Kaiser started to run. He's dropped for a loss. Jets come up with a sack, led by Demario Davis.
The football.
Duke Johnson in at running back, an excellent receiver out of the backfield. Kaiser throwing outside, and it's caught by Bryce Treggs.
Well, they brought him up because he can run routes. Watch him come out of this break here, setting up the defensive back, and then DeShone Kizer delivers a perfect ball on time. Big gainer, first down, Browns.
Johnson, the running back. Tight ends to the right. Kizer being pressured. Takes off. Inside the 15, stayed in bounds inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 12th play of the drive for the Browns. On 3rd and goal, Kizer with a toss. It's dropped, it's loose. The Jets are around the football. They think they have it. And they do. That's his season.
Well, it just can't happen. They also lead the league in turnovers now with 11, and this is just a panic pitch by DeShone Kizer. I know Crowell probably should have secured it, but this is old school, high school option.
Tight ends to the left side. Well, good blocking up front. Nice run.
Times already.
Battalion at fullback. Off the play fake, Kizer throws and completes to Lewis for Carter Lewis for a first down in Jets territory at the 48-yard line.
To glorify what it is.
Here's Crowell busting loose, and he's brought down on the ankle-high tackle. A good run by Isaiah Crowell down to the 32. His 3rd play of the game. Anderson in motion. McCown gets rid of it, and it's intercepted by McCourty. The Browns, they motion one of them. The salve, the throw is intercepted. Kendrick with the Marcus May with the interception for the Jets.
Before, I'll give it again here to Marcus May, and this is just great recognition by the young safety.
Only run 20 offensive plays. On 3rd and 8, McCown is taken down, sacked on the play. Back at the 11 by Myles Garrett once again. Johnson in the backfield with Kizer. Kizer being pressured, gets outside. Casey Williams with a catch at the Jets 31. With the long snapper Charlie Hewlett. And the kick on the way, and he hooked it wide again.
The play today.
Blitz coming. McCown got away from Peppers, throws and completes it to Robbie Anderson at midfield. Season-long try, and he's got the distance, and it is good. Chandler Catanzaro. Duke Johnson in the backfield with him. Flag on the play. Hogan throws to the sideline. The ball caught. Was he inbounds? Casey Williams, they said it's a catch. Todd Bowles. And they're 1 foot down, and then the arm running back on 2nd and 15. Blitz is picked up. Hogan throws. Casey Williams with another great effort. And the catch is made from the Jets 21. 2 tight ends in the game. The play fake. Hogan steps up. Throws wide open. Oh, what a catch by David Njoku for a touchdown.
He is right here. Watch, he's man-to-man on Jamal Adams, and he just gets physical at the top of his route. But the throw is just perfect over the top, and the catch, oh my goodness. That was beautiful. We know this guy is an athlete, a 7-foot high jumper in college and high school. It's there with Kevin Hogan in the football game.
Hogan 5 for 5 in passing. Hit as he throws. That pass is intercepted by Morris Claiborne. Claiborne with some running room. Turns the corner, gets inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 13. Second interception of the game for the Jets.
Accurately, the guy is open in the back end. That's Lewis, but he tips it, and really a heads-up play by Morris Claiborne to intercept that. It tips and overthrows. You always talk about it, but that ball was floating up in the air. He's still able to grab it for that interception. But with some on home with some explosive plays, got to be able to score down here.
Toss for the corner, touchdown! Austin Safarian-Jenkins on the fade to the corner.
Jenkins is 6'5 and a half. He's got great hands. Even if you win at the line of scrimmage, playing with that size difference, just a good throw off platform. Great touch, great catch.
Hogan gets time, screen pass to Duke Johnson, couple of blockers. Inside the 40 and a couple of blocks, flag on the play as Johnson gets down to the 29-yard line. Hogan bobbles the ball, holds on, throws, and he's got Njoku at the 31-yard line. Boy, that David Njoku's impressive. 2 tight ends to the right, 3 tight ends in the game. Crowell. He got a little extra push at the end. Let's see. McCown on 3rd down. Had time, waiting, finds Tomlinson and turns into a big gainer. Eric Tomlinson rumbles up to the 45-yard line. Despite a miserable day offensively. McCown got time, plenty of time, and he finds a man. Finally, he found Jeremy Curley down at the 25-yard line. Spot. Myles Garrett has gone to the sideline. McCown puts it up. Open man. Curse. Touchdown. How about that?
To him, to Robinson, and then the reaction by the defensive backfield is way too aggressive. The game, as I say that, he's back at 2 yards deep.
Motion Stewart. McCown holds on the ball, ran into his own man, Safarian Jenkins, and gets dropped at the 26-yard line. You see Jabril Peppers playing a lot. David Njoku, who's a fine receiving tight end. So there are good signs for the Browns. They just haven't been able to put it all together. And of course, they're going through growing pains with the quarterback.
The touchdown. They got a nice lead here in the 4th quarter.
With the blitz coming, the short pass to Duke Johnson turns it into a big gainer. Inside the 20, inside the 10, heading for the goal line. He's in. Touchdown.
Screen pass, and you just put it into your best playmaker's hand and say, go make a play. That's exactly what he does. Gets some blocking downfield, doesn't step out of bounds, decides that I'm going to go do this by myself, breaks tackles, scores a touchdown, and that's the score they needed.
Zane Gonzalez with the onside kick try, and it's grabbed quickly by Julian Stanford and Patriots. Cleveland Browns will search for their first win of the season at Houston next week.
Renato Giacomini now in his 10th season. 1st and 10, Watson back to the air to Ryan Griffin into Cleveland territory. All the way out to the 40-yard line, a gain of 18 for the Texans tight end.
Getting guys in the right place.
Texans going no huddle on 1st and 10. Lamar Miller's got some room. And Lamar Miller stretches out to the 30-yard line. And this attempt is from 40 yards to give the Texans the lead. Kick on the way, and he is good. Sets up 3rd down and 6. Browns 3rd worst in the NFL in 3rd downs this year. Hogan will keep it. He's got good legs, and he's tackled right at the chains. And with that spot, that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. And they're bringing it off the corner. Hogan gets it out quickly, completes it to Williams, who slips a tackle. He's got the 1st down and more. Kason Williams across the 35-yard line for a gain of 17, but there is a flag down on the field.
Same thing for Zane Gonzalez.
All 3 of his misses have been wide left. This one is good. He's ringing a Houston area code, and that's how he got drafted. And Watson looking to the air on 1st down, completes it to DeAndre Hopkins for a 1st down. Foreman again, the running back on 2nd and 7. Watson to Griffin for a 1st down. Griffin across midfield. 2 big plays for Ryan Griffin in this 1st quarter. The latest goes for 21 yards.
As a quarterback, when you're trying to draw them off with your voice, you got to make sure you don't jerk and make that move where you're the guy who's in the flag.
Ogunjobi, the guilty party. Watson deep for 4. Touchdown, Texans. A 39-yard touchdown, the 5th of the year for Will Fuller.
Cleveland Browns.
On 2nd and 5. Play action. Hogan deep for Treggs at midfield, feet down, and that is a catch for Treggs, a gain of 20, and that is the end of the first quarter.
There, I didn't know we were allowed to go into the stand.
Crowell in trouble, spins away from Scarlett, now trying to reverse field. Crowell with a blocker in front, and Crowell slips at the 30-yard line. Hogan to the air, intercepted, too high for Duke Johnson, and it's Joseph off to the races, nobody near him. Jonathan Joseph will walk into the end zone. Pick 6 for Houston.
On first down, Kevin Hogan was a little high, and the pass rush back into his face. His right tackle, Sean Coleman, gets walked backwards, and that ball just sails a little high. The first time, it just fell to the ground. The second time, Jonathan Joseph was there.
3rd and 2. Empty backfield for Hogan. Again, good protection. Hogan deep down the sideline looking for Duke Johnson. Picked off. Dylan Cole. Second interception for Hogan. And Cole returns it to the 26-yard line. There is a flag down at the 24. Another look.
And time in the pocket. You know, you've got that time because Jadeveon Clowney's on the sideline. We talked about out-muscling him. So Cole's running fine right here. Gets hit.
Yeah, and then he grabs his left leg.
Right behind the hamstring. So it's not grabbing at the knee. Or, you know, a guy who's getting to play a little more, one of your core special teams guys. So Larry Izzo, who is the special teams coach, 2 is normally a rundown. Then they've spread them out where they're trying to get guys out of the box so that they can run the ball. But here's a pass.
Hogan steps up, trying to get away. Clowney missed him from behind. Hogan still running, and Hogan is hit hard and hit short of the chains. 3rd down and 1. Foreman has a big hole. Deontay Foreman with only Peppers back deep. Foreman is down short of the goal line. 1st and goal for the Texans. A 39-yard run for Foreman. That's a career long. Braxton Miller in motion. They flip it to him. Miller, touchdown! The Ohio State product scores against the Browns. His first touchdown of the season. They're 1 for 3 on 2-point conversions this season. Watson on the move, throws it, and it's caught by Griffin for 2. There are multiple flags down on the play with a halftime lead.
And the one thing the Texans have always had is a stout defense for that second half.
And here is a sack as Watson goes down. Myles Garrett getting in the back, a loss of 8 on the play.
Come on, 28. Oh, just missed it.
Pressure coming from Gilchrist. Hogan gets away, but not the second time. It's Ufamba Kamalu with his first NFL sack of the season, I should say, second of his career.
One of these defensive backs bites up trying to get an interception.
Could have made a case for Bill O'Brien calling a timeout before that play. Instead, it's picked by Joseph again. His second of the day, and now 11 seconds to go. The Texans get the ball back.
To pattern read, and you saw Coach kind of push off there at the end. Instead of pushing off, plant your foot in the ground and really make it a comeback. You try and run a deep out from the other hash. That's a long throw. Joseph knows it. He's trying to tightrope and stay in bounds so he can get his...
Of the Browns and the Texans, including Kareem Jackson, the man you just saw, who played at Alabama. This is Lamar Miller, who went to Miami. And he's out of bounds at the 44-yard line. That's good for a Houston first down.
6 of them, you can run against that.
Watson to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, DeAndre Hopkins. His 6th of the season. And for the 4th straight game, the Texans have scored at least 30 points.
X-Men, where he can change shape and mold and move and do that kind of stuff.
Watson play fake. Fires downfield, intercepted. Picked off by McCourty. His 3rd interception of the season at the 30. McCourty to the sideline. McCourty with a pick 6. Jason McCourty. One of the few bright spots for the Browns this season.
To do is get your hips turned around, which he does. So, and he just kind of overthrows this ball. And the reason he overthrows it, number 95, Myles Garrett, is closing in on him. Watch Miles Gillen accelerate right there. And then, you know, that's a pretty nice little hit right there.
No idea what those numbers mean, though. Hogan back to the end zone, and this time it is caught for the touchdown by Seth DeValve. The second-year tight end at Princeton has his first touchdown of the season.
There is Brett Kern. Suckup has been Mr. Automatic, and that continues as he is good just inside that right upright. Tennessee on the board first on CBS.
Gather some early drives.
Duke Johnson, the launch setback. Kaiser fakes to him and goes to Johnson through the airways. Johnson across the 40. And suddenly this Browns offense showing some life.
Coverage down here with a double right there.
Mariota to the air, completes. First down and more. That's Walker. The football comes loose. Officials say that he was down by contact, so it's a pickup of a dozen. Letta. Browns down 3-0. Working after the Delaney Walker fumble. Kaiser underneath. It'll check down to Crowell inside the 15. Crowell taking on tacklers. Chopped down right at the 10-yard line. Daquan Jones bringing him down.
But he does enough to get the first down.
Seventh play of the drive. This is Murray. Has a wide open seam. Inside Cleveland territory. First down, run and more. It's the field here. Suddenly you've got plenty of clock and 3 timeouts. Kaiser on 3rd and 10. Letting it rip up the far side. Is it a catch? Officials say yes.
Did he get out?
Bryce Treggs making the catch. First down pickup of 19 yards. An elusive win that Cleveland has not tasted since Christmas Eve of last season. Kaiser under pressure, completes. That's DeValve showing the wheels. Inside the 35-yard line, it's a pickup of 18-10 from the Tennessee 28. Cleveland without timeouts. Kaiser delivers that pass, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Byard. And disaster once again for Kaiser in Cleveland. Rearing their ugly head once again for the 21-year-old rookie quarterback.
And it seems like it's always the high ball, whether it's Kaiser or Kevin Hogan last week. When disaster strikes, it's both quarterbacks missing high. That time he had his...
Mariota 11 of 16, 80 yards so far in this first half. And he is dicked. Jamie Collins.
About that one, I always tend to let him play a little bit. Don't like that call.
Former Super Bowl champion with New England. Kaiser on a bootleg pass, and that pass is picked out of the air. Second interception for Kevin Byard. He had the red zone pick late in the first half, and he does it again here.
A great job by Byard, number 31. Bait this up. He goes as if he's going to cover his primary coverage in the flat, the tight end. But at the very last moment, he reads Kaiser, drops back into the hole, and then comes down with another interception.
Incredible. And the second such infraction against Myles Garrett. This is Murray breaking tackles. Boy, how gritty has he been today. That'll be a first down run for Murray.
The yard line. These are the guys that Mariota has to try and find a way to get the ball to in these situations.
Decker still without a catch. Mariota's pass. That's Matthews. Boy, right on cue. As if they're going to go for it here. 4th and goal. Ball is snapped. Derrick Henry, is he in? No signal yet. And appears to be short, and it will be Cleveland football. Incredible.
Hugh Jackson wants to see from his quarterback.
Here's Kessler on first down, throwing it far side of the field, and it is caught. Good looking throw by Kessler there, finding Lewis. All right, JB, Kessler working quickly here. Second down, taking a shot. He's got Njoku. Big catch by the rookie tight end, a pickup of 31. Wallace hitting from 31 earlier. This one 47 yards out, and the rookie is good. Cleveland able to tie this game at 6. Or does Mariota go here? He'll work from the gun on 2nd and 9. One play called, little flea flicker. Mariota throwing far side of the field, has his man, that's Taylor. A little spinning maneuver inside Cleveland territory, up to extend his NFL record streak. 53 straight inside of 50, this one from 46, and he is good.
36 yards and a gutsy effort. That was a 2-point loss, but he knows about this defense.
Here's Kessler again, puts some air under it, has Njoku. Pretty ball thrown by Kessler.
3rd and 14.
Second game for Mariota since missing the game a couple of weeks ago with a hamstring injury. 3rd and 14. That pass is caught. Taywan Taylor going down low for that pass. His long kick on the season is 52. That kick is no good. He missed it. Wide left.
Effectively has to be a part of what they do.
Little play action from Kessler. He's going to throw it. Near side of the field. It's caught. That's Rashard Higgins breaking the initial tackle and able to scurry up the field 11 yards and a first down catch and run. They've been burned with the offensive pass interference penalties. It has been a major theme this season for the Browns. Kessler off the seam, and that pass is intercepted, and guess who? It's Byard. His 3rd interception of the day.
Hey, 59. Hurry, tight.
This is Johnson. Wide open seam right over center. First down run and more.
But beautiful vision and cutback by Johnson to pick up a big run.
Longest rush of the day for Cleveland. This is Kessler, and he is sacked. Derek Morgan, who was a question mark this week with that abdominal strain, with a big defensive play.
Ends in crucial situations in the second half of this game.
Kessler over the middle, has his man. First down, Johnson and more. Inside Tennessee territory, a pickup of 10 as Kessler hits him in stride. Britton Colquitt is the holder. And the 22-year-old rookie, Zane Gonzalez, boy, a knuckleball coming back left, and he is good. We are tied at 9.
Right there, if you're Hugh Jackson.
And now faced with a tough 39 here. Kessler from the gun. Here they come again. Kessler flushed out, and he is buried. Derek Morgan and a rack post swallow him up. Lines up towards the top of your picture against Decker. Mariota's pass is complete. First down catch, Rashard Matthews. Good snap, good hold, and suck-up is perfect. And the Tennessee Titans survive in overtime.
And this is Murray, and Murray going to lose yardage on the play. He is wrapped up about a yard back of the line of scrimmage. Keenum had it tipped at the line, popped in the air, and intercepted by the Browns. 45 inside the 40 is middle linebacker Joe Schobert. And the first break of the day goes to Cleveland.
If you're not going to make the sack, if you're not going to get the hit on the quarterback, you just want to get your hand up. And well, he's only completing 52% of his passes, but if you're against a team like Minnesota that likes to rush the passer, a screen is a good first
to
ball.
the 10, to the 5, to the touchdown is Isaiah Crowell.
Middle part of this defense, see the quick draw, it's a read by Kaiser as he sees the defense get upfield with Barr collapse into that side. That leaves the middle open for Crowell. And
high and somewhat short, fair catch called for, and diving catch, and he muffed it on the ground, and Minnesota says they have it. What did the officials say? The tussle goes on. Penalty markers fly. A lot happening on this play.
Well, the wind, you and I talked about it at commercial. The wind is at the back of the receiver, and as the ball's coming down, it just blows away from him, and you see the penalty coming up here as he's
right there. Yeah. Keenum. Inside the 25-yard line, diving catch made by Adam Thielen, enough for a first down.
Well, you can understand by the crowds they've had at the 4 games this season.
Keenum running out of time, trying to escape, cannot. Brought down inside the 40-yard line by Carl Nassib.
And put the Vikings in 3rd and long like we have here.
3rd and 11. Keenum under pressure, escapes, throws, wide open on the far side of the field is Thielen. And Thielen has a first down at the 40-yard line. But they'll throw it. Keenum on the move, throwing outside, caught by David Morgan, the tight end. Keenum looking, throwing, in the back of the end zone, touchdown. Thielen, his first of the season.
Thielen will be over on the side. He's just going to go and sit in the back of the end zone, but keep your eye on the safety. When Keenum keeps looking to his left, the corner thinks he has safety help on the backside, but because of the eyes, you see them complaining to each other.
For Kaiser and the Browns. Going to go deep down the far sideline. It is caught by Ricardo Lewis.
I was surprised here. Minnesota drops the safety in. Anthony Harris comes down to guard the back out of backfield, or the tight end out of the backfield. Want to leave too much time for Minnesota. I think you continue to try and push it, work the middle of the field if you have the chance.
Kaiser shuffles it ahead to Crowell. Penalty marker is down as Crowell inside the 10, close to the 5.
Now you call that timeout. You go for it on 4th if they need to.
Going to keep it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Jordan's been sitting on those comeback routes.
Keenum throwing far side of the field, and wide open is McKinnon. McKinnon inside the 45, down at about the 42. 5-man rush. Keenum throwing this side of the field, caught inside the 20-yard line and out of bounds. Laquan Treadwell out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Isaiah Crowell in the backfield is Cleveland. Gives to Crowell, lost the football, covered by the Vikings, Anthony Harris.
Trying to do to start this half off, and that's been a problem for the Browns all season long. -11 in turnover ratio coming into today. Crowell just getting that ball ripped out. Got a hand on the extra point earlier in the first half, so they do have a block in this game.
Kick on its way, line drive, and it is good for the Browns. And he will get a chance to return this one from 3 yards deep. Days to the 20. Breaking free to the outside. Days cutting it back inside the 35 to about the 32. Ben Gideon finally tracking him down. The ball will be placed at the 31-yard line. That's a 72-yard return.
Recognition, understanding the lanes that you have and where the blocks are going to be set up. Vitale with a nice block, kicking out, allowing him to get to that next level. Then you see the 2 arm tackles he's able to rip through.
Usually the returner for the Cleveland Browns, he's inactive today. Crowell inside the 20. And down at about the 18. Keenum for McKinnon. McKinnon with blocking. Out across the 30 to about the 31. Quarterback draw up the middle, looking for first down yardage, and he's got it close to the 25-yard line. And Keenum to throw on 2nd and 9, throwing and open on the far side of the field is Thielen. And here is Jerick McKinnon practically untouched to the end zone for the touchdown.
Look for something to go with this group on this side, working this side of the field.
This is McKinnon, and McKinnon makes it to the end zone.
Excellent double team at the point of attack by Isadora.
They're coming after Keenum. Keenum barely got it away over the middle. It is complete to Thielen for a first down. Keenum, lots and lots of time. End zone, leaping grab by Kyle Rudolph. Touchdown.
Rudolph is on the back side, so to Keenum's left, our right in this picture, and he's just working the back line. The route is supposed to go to the front side where the bunch formation was. There's a combination route to the front side where Keenum is looking, and as he has time in the pocket.
4 times today overall, and here is Kaiser. Kaiser trying to escape trouble. Down at the 15-yard line, Tom Johnson. And that's as good as it gets.
And a young quarterback, you want to get as many reps in as you can, and you can see they're all pretty conservative plays here. Not try and get anybody hurt.
That's Matthew Days inside the 40 to the 38.
His doghouse has been not quite what they expected after that free agent deal. Kaiser's going to take a shot to begin. Up the far side, it is caught. Was he in bounds? Yes, he was. It's Sammy Coates on a perfectly thrown pass by Kaiser.
Let's take a look. Sammy Coates with only his 4th catch of the season.
Stafford, his pass is intercepted. It's Jamie Collins. Athletic trainer is now tending to Collins. Another look. Stafford under pressure. And Collins with the INT. All season, and we're in week 10. Kaiser on 1st and 10. Goes to the sidelines. This is caught. Kenny Britt has some open space, and he's into the end zone. There is a flag thrown. We'll see if this one stands. If it does, it's a 19-yard catch and run for 6.
Hasn't been able to catch on right here. Only 10 catches on the season. So it's one-on-one. Nevin Lawson just has to come up and make a tackle. You got a poor tackling attempt outside with a nice move after the catch. And Kenny Britt, which has pretty been non-existent so far this season.
In case you're wondering, this is already the biggest lead that Cleveland has had this season. Here is Abdullah. Could have driven a Mack truck through that hole. It was so huge. A pickup of 20 on the burst. He's onto the field. We're on number 39. 1st and 10 inside Browns territory. This is Riddick. Riddick finds the edge. Inside the 30, all the way down to the 23-yard line.
You're a big 6'4" target right there, but McCourty all over it.
Here's Matt Brady, 46-yard attempt, and he is good. Can Stafford now in this Lions offense get something going? This is Abdullah. A couple of big plays in the running game, something that we have not seen from the Lions offense. A 19-yard burst. As play resumes here in Detroit, Stafford under center. Fakes the handoff under pressure. That pass is caught. It's Golden Tate. So dangerous in the open field. Finally tackled by Kindred.
That's last week, running it 3 straight times to the right.
One play called. This is Abdullah, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Play clock down to 1. They barely get the play off. Stafford under pressure, unable to escape, and he is buried. Second time they get to him today. 2nd and 10. Kaiser has time, steps up, and delivers. That's DeFoul. Ball is loose. Lions have it. Lawson, the recovery. Wasn't touched. Lawson into the end zone. No flags.
This is beautiful by Nevin Lawson. Form him up, stand him up, grab the ball, get it out of there, recover it. get off the ground and go get you 6. What a play by the 4th-year corner out of Utah State. That's why that ball was underthrown.
Turns out to be a 20-yard penalty, 1st and 10. Kaiser throws a dart, and it is caught. That's Rashard Higgins.
You got a pressure look here from the Lions defense.
Kaiser's going to run for it. Inside the 10, Kaiser taking on tacklers. They're out of timeouts.
He gets the extra down, and they were just trying to get that straightened out.
2nd and goal. They're going to lunge for this here. Now they can't stop the clock.
Well, you got to get set. The Lions are trying to stay on him right now to make sure he can't get up. And I don't think they're going to be able to get this ball off. They're not going to be able to. You know, and that's a quarterback sneak from, over 2 yards out. I don't love that call. Have been able to get big plays in that part of the game. And that's what allowed you to settle down and kind of get back into it. So
Kaiser on 2nd and 6. Going to throw it far side of the field. Dangerous pass. It's caught by Ricardo Lewis.
Safeties to watch in the NFL.
One of the truly underrated players, one of the elite safeties in the NFL. Johnson, some open real estate. Still going. All the way down to the Detroit 20-yard line.
Getting it right to the Lions defense.
Here's Crowell bouncing to the outside, and he's in for the end zone. And look at the Cleveland Browns throwing a punch right back. What has been his best all-around game of the season till this point. 1st down run. This is Duke Johnson finding an opening. Inside Lions territory, inside the 45, and another Cleveland 1st down. A pickup of 14. Kaiser throwing up the middle. He's got DeValve inside the 5. No signal yet. Appears to be just short of the end zone. Tyre Whitehead on the tackle. A pickup of 35 yards.
The field. You see the safety Glover Quinn go to the middle. He's rotating. He can't get back in time, and it's the late reaction by the underneath linebackers.
Kaiser's going to sneak it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And throwing the ball accurately for a touchdown.
So suddenly the onus now on Matthew Stafford and Detroit as they have to respond. Kenny Golladay again back in the fold today after missing the last 5 with the hamstring injury. Stafford on 1st and 10, going to air it out. Over the shoulder, it's Golladay. Still going. And finally forced out of bounds after a brilliant over-the-shoulder catch.
Unbelievable. This is a fade route, but Jamar Taylor's the corner. He never plays the receiver. He's looking at the quarterback.
So suddenly the Lions in the driver's seat. 2nd and 7. That pass is caught. Riddick into the end zone for the Lions touchdown. Active only once this season, as you saw week 7 3 weeks ago against Tennessee. Kessler on 3rd and 11, trying to tuck it away, and he is wrapped up. 3rd and 7. Stafford under pressure, goes underneath. This is Dwayne Washington breaking the initial tackle, and he's got the Detroit 1st down, a pickup of 9. 3rd and 3. Stafford putting some air under it. Has his man. It's Ebron, and he's in for the touchdown. Here come the Lions. Kessler is decked again. 4th sack for the Lions.
No help in the middle of the field.
Stafford quick pass. 1st down. Tate Moore. Tate. 10-5. Touchdown.
Stafford's going to kick that ball out to Golden Tate. There's no defender there, and again, he just does.
1st and goal after the penalty from the 5. Kaiser, little fade pass, back of the end zone. Slay and it's intercepted.
Lambeau boots it away. We're underway at First Energy Stadium in Days from a yard in his own end zone. Out to the 20. Nice cutback move, and he stays on his feet. Days has some room at the 40. Days at midfield, and he's dragged down by Donald Payne.
The team.
Kaiser's first pass attempt steps up, and he's dragged down. Malik Jackson brings down Kaiser, and the Jaguars defense forces a 3-and-out. Start this drive at their own 45-yard line. Play action. Kaiser over the middle, intercepted, picked off by Telvin Smith down the sideline at the 40. He cuts back there. He's trying to reverse field, and Smith is tackled at the 33. When they spot the ball at the 10-yard line, it's 1st and goal for Jacksonville. And Bortles off the play fake, looking for Mercedes Lewis. He's got him for the touchdown. The 5th touchdown this season for Lewis.
On Deshaun Kaiser right there.
3rd down and 3. Kaiser lost the football. It's loose and he falls on it. The Jaguars pressure getting to the Cleveland quarterback. A loss of 10. Donald Payne is questionable to come back with a hamstring injury. As Fournette gets the handoff on 1st down, and he turns on the Jets. Fournette down the sideline, and he's tripped up from behind.
Like I said earlier, he is not having to stop his feet in the hole. Great job on the offensive line, and great job by the vision, because that play is supposed to go in between the guard and tackle, and Leonard Fournette bounces it all the way to the outside.
There's an injured Brown back at the 32-yard line. Crowell, the running back, for 1st down and 10. It's a play fake. Kaiser over the middle, and it's caught at the 46-yard line. Corey Coleman back with the team for the first time since week 2. He's on 3rd downs today. And I think they're 0 for 4 now. No! Sneaking through is Kaiser. Oh, they fooled me. Deshaun Kaiser picks up the 1st down. Ones this season, Kaiser is now 4 for 4, converting them into 1st downs. To the air here to a wide open touchdown! Duke Johnson in the end zone, and the Browns are on the board. Season for Duke Johnson.
In the first game of this year for the Cleveland Browns, Duke Johnson lined up just at wide receiver. They had some injuries. It came out of training camp a little short, and he played all wide receiver. We saw him the next week. He said, well, I'm finally going to get to move back to running back. But he's so skilled.
After they were 2nd to last a year ago. On 3rd down, Bortles down the sideline. Caught by Westbrook. His first NFL catch. And it's a beauty for a 1st down, a gain of 29. Boat to practice. 2nd and 10. And that pass is caught by O'Shaughnessy, the tight end, stretching out for a 1st down. We've seen the snow so far today. Bortles, Westbrook brings this one in, then he lost the football. And B.J. Bello fell on it, but the ball was out of bounds. It'll stay with Jacksonville.
That's all I do. I don't play the teams. I'm just a referee.
It is 3rd and 8. It is T.J. Yeldon. Yeldon lost the football with a flag out. Ball is loose inside the 5. And they're fighting for it at the 3-yard line. NFL, a 41-yard attempt. And this kick off to the right, and no good. First time that Lambeau has missed as a Jaguar.
Today, let's move to 4th down, just punt it away.
Nortman averaging 37 yards per punt today. His season average is 45. This is another short one. Peppers bobbles it. Ball is loose. A scramble for it. Jaguars indicating they have it, but no official signal yet.
This is one of the best things to happen to football, where guys don't come in.
Jacksonville football.
And pull players off the pile. It's that knuckleball that Nortman punts, hard to handle, hits Jabril Peppers on the shoulder pads, and you hits on that plastic, and it bounces about 6 inches away from him, and then on comes all the defenders trying to get to it.
Clarification for you right there on the lost challenge by the Jaguars. 3rd and 6. Bortles in trouble. He loses the football, and Garrett falls on it. The Jaguars give the ball right back to the Browns. It's Myles Garrett recovering the fumble.
To be composed, you have to realize, hey, get us to the next down. Blake Bortles fumbles it away to Cleveland.
3 on the ground. Kaiser steps up, has a lot of time, now throws to the sideline. Another catch by Corey Coleman. Shoved out of bounds by Jalen Ramsey, but it's good for a Browns first down, a pickup of 17. They're at the Cleveland 44. Bortles in trouble, and down he goes. Cleveland having its way with the Jaguars' offensive line, a loss of 6. Vitale goes to the top of your screen. Kaiser in trouble, and Kaiser is able to get away and stay on his feet, reaching across the 40 before Puzlesny brings him down. 44-yard line. Kaiser intercepted by A.J. Boye. The throw sailed on Kaiser right into A.J. Boye's hands for his 4th interception of the season. Over by the Browns, and when Kaiser has missed today, he has missed high, and that's exactly what happened on that pick right there.
Obviously, we are reviewing this. The ball hits the ground, but it doesn't move.
So first down and 10 for Jacksonville. They hand it to Fournette. Fournette into Cleveland territory, and he's got a Jaguars first down. Another 2-minute warning coming. 2nd down and 5. Kaiser completes it. That's Duke Johnson with a nice cutback move, and Johnson down the sideline. Almost out to the Jacksonville 40 for a gain of 21, and now we've hit the 2-minute warning with some drama. Kaiser in trouble, and Kaiser goes down. The ball comes out. Fowler picks it up. They're saying that Kaiser was down.
The Jacksonville Jaguars. So we're going to try and see if a hip, a shin, or elbow, if anything, is down on the ground. That's about as close as it gets. I'm surprised that if this play, if they don't buzz it and slow it down. Yeah, here we go.
Inside 2 minutes. All reviews called for by the replay official and the replay command center back in New York. Kaiser in the shotgun, first down and 10. Ngakoue coming. Kaiser doesn't see him. Ball is out. It's loose. Fowler down there. Ball is still fluttering in the end zone. Smith falls on it. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Speed on the outside. Great coverage in the back end because you see Kaiser trying to move in the pocket, trying to get something open down the field. But when you have speed coming off the edge, you've got to throw that ball on time. You don't have those extra seconds in the pocket. A rookie, he will learn. Tough lessons to learn.
Second forced fumble today by Yannick Ngakoue, his 5th on the season. Three receivers set for Kaiser in the shotgun. On the move. Kaiser buying some time. There's a flag down. Kaiser makes a nice move, still going, and reaches ahead to midfield. If the play stands, it will be a first down. Here's Duke Johnson on the carry. Reverses field and has some room. Johnson at the 20. And Johnson still going out of bounds at the 17-yard line. 8:40 to go, opening quarter. It's 2nd down and 1. Dalton, quick pass. And that's a first down for Brandon LaFell, who takes the ball out to the 47-yard line. Joe Schobert makes the tackle after a gain of 14. It's 3rd down and 9. Here comes Buddy Calhoun on the blitz. They pick it up. Dalton gets it out to Tyler Boyd. Dives up ahead, and they're going to give him the first down. Great extra effort from Tyler Boyd to move the chains.
Andy Dalton getting the ball out of his hands quickly. And Tyler Boyd, who's been that season, he caught 54 passes this season. That's only his 8th reception.
Here goes Joe Mixon inside the 25-yard line. The 8-yard line. Dalton over the middle, caught, touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the season.
Come on, bro.
Kaiser off his back foot, deep for Corey Coleman. He's got him. Coleman Coleman, and down at the 30-yard line. Big play on third down. Kaiser to Coleman for 49 yards. Again, the play clock winding down. Dalton going to try to keep it himself. He does, and he gets the first down and much more. Andy Dalton inside the 25 on third downs today. Dalton in trouble, and down he goes. Myles Garrett with his 5th sack of the season. For Randy Bullock, right now it's 46 yards. This is from 49 yards, and the kick is good. But Lewis said they did text to wish each other a happy Thanksgiving, because even though it's a game week, it's still a holiday. As Mixon's got room to run at the 20, Mixon at the 10, and he's down at the 7. Jabril Peppers saves a touchdown. It's a gain of 37 for Joe Mixon.
Middle linebacker, he's going to buzz out of there going backwards, and that screen creates a big chasm. And once you do that, the secondary guys are so deep. We talked to Jabril Peppers about this. He says, you know, I'm 20, 25 yards deep. And when I see these guys.
2 timeouts for the Browns on 1st and 10. Kaiser completes it to Duke Johnson, who slips a tackle, and Johnson to the 41-yard line.
Under coverage.
Kaiser has a man, and it's caught. And that's Kenny Britt who picks up the first down for Cleveland. Bengals showing blitz. Here they come. Kaiser, touch pass, middle of the field, and it's caught by Seth DeValve. Down at the 21-yard line. With Andy Dalton under center and Erickson in motion. Dalton. Wide open is A.J. Green at the 38-yard line, and Green tackled at the 40 for a gain of 18 for number 18, a first down for the Bengals.
A.J. Green singled up top.
Over the middle, it's caught by Erickson for a first down. And Erickson to the 24, a gain of 18 for Alex Erickson. Play action, Dalton on the move, fires on the sideline, A.J. Green with the catch. Inside the 10, it's 1st and goal for Cincinnati. Hewitt the H-back, Mixon at running back. It's a play action. Dalton to the end zone, caught, touchdown! Tyler Kroft, his 6th career touchdown, but his 1st at home here in Cincinnati. Red hot, 6 former Auburn players in this game today, 4 from Georgia, including A.J. Green. As on first down, Isaiah Crowell breaks free from the pack. And Crowell is pushed down at the 46-yard line by Clayton Fedulum, who remains the running back on 2nd and 13. Play fake. Kaiser wanted to go deep, nobody home. Now he'll keep it himself on the run. Kaiser at the 25, and instead of going out of bounds, he cut it back inside. That goes back to what he told us yesterday. He's looking to be more aggressive at the end of runs, and that time it worked to get a couple extra yards.
Action was going on in the stands.
3rd down and 1. Kaiser to the air, in trouble, and he's sacked. Pat Sims, who was released last Saturday, re-signed on Tuesday, comes up with the sack, and you have to question on 3rd and 1. And he's got 10 tackles so far today. Dalton. Oh, A.J. Green going up to get it with the feet in. Yes! What a grab by A.J. Green.
I would think the Bengals would want to hurry up and run a play, is the one that's going to be in question. So he's up. You're going to see the left foot come down. He clearly has the ball and drags the right toe.
That's unbelievable.
He's good.
You know, our friend Nate Burleson back in the studio today, he does something on Good Morning Football, toe drag swag. I have a feeling you'll see that with Nate this week on Good Morning Football. Johnson in the backfield with Kaiser, with 2 on the play clock. Kaiser fires, caught by Kenny Britt at midfield. Britt at the 45 and still going. Britt tackled at the 34-yard line by Jordan Evans.
So what's that, 7.5 for the season now?
7, and the 3rd sack today by the Cincinnati defense. There's a flag down as Higgins has the first down inside the 10. But let's see what the flag is. Longest drive this season for Cleveland. 4th and goal. Kaiser keeps it himself up the middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Kaiser on 4th down. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season, tied for the most among quarterbacks as the offensive line coach, the only assistant who predates Marvin Lewis. And that O-line looking good again here as Mixon breaks free into Cleveland territory to the 45. First down and 10. They pitch it to Mixon. Mixon at the 5, still going and into the end zone for a touchdown. What a day for Joe Mixon.
Your center is out in front of this run. You see Ryan Hewitt, number 89 in your picture, but right there going into the end zone, Joe Mixon's going, why are you tackling me? No, I'm just trying to push you in, get in that end zone.
That's just the 4th rushing touchdown this season by the Bengals. 3rd and 11. Kaiser deep over the middle for Njoku. At midfield, he's got it. Nice catch by David Njoku, and that'll probably take us to the 2-minute warning. Kaiser, it's dropped. Ricardo Lewis had it. He dropped it at a drop last week against the Jaguars, and that should do it.
As they could. We'll see how they fare as they look for their ever-elusive first win of the season. This is Crowell. Shot out of a cannon straight up the gut.
Want to attack.
This is the worst run defense in the NFL. This is Kaiser. He's been one of the best running quarterbacks with all of his issues throwing the football this season. He runs for the first down here. Highest graded tight end in the league according to Pro Football Focus. He has been terrific. This is Gordon. Breaking tackles. Football came loose, but down by contact. A 14-yard burst by Gordon. Second among all rookies in sacks. 5 behind only Cincinnati's Carl Lawson. 3rd and 10. Rivers throwing a dart right up the seam. That's right at the first down marker, and they've got it. NFL history ties him with Eli Manning, whom, of course, he will forever be intertwined with. Rivers' pass loopingly is caught right up the seam to Keenan Allen. Little 2nd and 1 here. Allen breaking tackles inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. Chargers. Jabril Peppers. Gordon at the bottom of your picture. Kaiser under pressure, and he is buried. Desmond King, the 5th round pick, the rookie out of Iowa. Inside their own 40. Rivers from the gun. Browns giving chase. Little underneath. This is Austin Eckler, the shifty little undrafted rookie out of Little Western State, the Division II school in Colorado. Alta Loma, California native, kicked in college at Washington. Good hold by Clemens. And the kick on target and is perfect. The quarterback Deshaun Kaiser works from the gun. Good blitz pickup. Kaiser putting some air under it. That pass is caught. Josh Gordon. 2nd and 10. Browns working with 2 timeouts. Looking for their first points. Kaiser's pass up the seam. It's caught. David Njoku for the Cleveland touchdown. A 28-yard strike from Kaiser, and Cleveland can take its first lead.
Free safety on this side of the field, shadowing the speed and the coverage. He knows that he's going to have space to get between Boston and a cornerback, and he throws a laser to his rookie tight end. Well done in a 2-minute situation at the end of a half.
From the 12. Rivers back to the air. This is caught. That's Benjamin breaking the initial tackle. Benjamin. And finally brought down by the rookie Jabril Peppers. 1 and 40. Play clock down to 1. Rivers barely gets it off. 3rd and 8. Where does he deliver here? Throwing on the run. It is caught right at the 20 by Melvin Gordon. Missed his first from 38. Has hit his last 2. Good snap, good hold, and Coons now 3 of 4 on the afternoon with his 6th catch. Now 63 yards, 1st and 10. Rivers back to the air, has his man wide open. It's Henry. They'll roll the dice here. 4th and 4. Rivers taking a shot near side. Allen with the catch. There is a marker thrown. Allen defended by McCourty.
Watch for Rivers drifting to his right, trying to hit Allen out of the slot.
Loss of 4 pushes him back to the 7. Rivers slinging it. End zone wide open is Allen for the touchdown. Kaiser under pressure. That pass deflected and incomplete. Looking for Duke Johnson. Jaleel Adai getting a hand on it.
Players in the lineup.
Gordon, the lone setback, takes the handoff. He's got some daylight. Gordon inside the 20. Still going. Finally brought down by McCourty.
Is really done a great job pulling around the corner, sealing off Joe Schobert. Pulley basically takes 2 players. There's no backside linebacker to pick up Gordon, and as soon as he sees it, you know, they kind of started off the game with this exact same play. He's been pretty good.
Final 30 seconds of the quarter as Kaiser goes to Njoku, who's made a couple of terrific plays in this game.
His game, if he can stay healthy, he'll be one of the best.
Tied for 5th in sacks. Kaiser a little underneath pass. What a play by Johnson, maintaining his body position and very close to the first down. Struggled initially, but starting to settle in. Braden Colquitt is the holder, and Gonzalez is good as they look to win their first game since Christmas Eve of last season. 0-11 here in Week 13. And the team that they beat that day, the then San Diego Chargers. This is Desmond King. A nice little spin move, breaking tackles, and all the way to the 50. Electrifying play by King as he returns it 44 yards.
They just don't have enough time to take their time.
Set the valve in motion. Kaiser fakes the handoff, throwing up the seam. He's got his man. Wide open is Njoku. The emotions aside after the death of his brother earlier this week. 3rd and 4. Kaiser's pass is caught. That's the valve. First down and more. All the way down to the 22-yard line.
Especially in the second half to deliver some nice balls.
Play clock down to 1. Kaiser didn't even think about it. Running for it. Taking on tacklers. And look at Kaiser showing the toughness. 2-score game. Kaiser. Pump fakes. Here comes Bosa. Football is loose. Perryman had it initially. Who's got it? Chargers football.
Trying to make something happen. Bosa comes around the edge. He's running the pursuit, and to have the instincts to chop at that football, get it off when his defense has to make a big play. Really nice.
Bosa, NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year last year with 10.5 sacks. He has now eclipsed that number at 11.5.
How much work is left to be done this season?
Hard to believe 25 years since that 1992 season, as Eckler is tripped up just short of the 40-yard line.
And it's an 8 seconds left.
Kaiser 14 of 30, buck 76, and a touchdown. That pass is caught, beautifully thrown. This is Gordon taking on tacklers inside the 30, finally brought down by Hayward of 10.
And they got the explosive play that they needed. Now Gordon is lined up in the slot.
Kaiser will pick up the blitz. Kaiser, little juke step maneuver, and takes a sack. What a play by Darius Philon
for the Cleveland Browns.
So much valuable time coming off the clock. Ricardo Lewis, the man who comes onto the field. 2nd and 13. That pass is intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
Adrian Phillips playing linebacker inside. He just reads the eyes of the quarterback. Deshaun Kaiser is trying to throw it inside to his tight end, who is, in all intents and purposes, triple coverage. There is no space for Set the Valve to get it
Out of the University of Michigan is inactive this week, and here's a fake. They snap it to the up man, and it is a first down. How about that right from the get-go? And they also have the fullback off to the right side of Ripkowski, and naturally they'll throw it. And Cobb has a first down, and he's run out of bounds by McCourty inside the 30-yard line. Huntley will stutter step and wide open. And into the end zone, it's a touchdown for Jamal Williams. Blown coverage there by the Browns. And that is his 7th touchdown on an opening possession by Green Bay this year. The only team in the league that can say that.
When you play 3 deep, that means everybody is responsible to be as deep as the deepest. That's a zone pressure with Kirksey coming off. McCourty.
Here comes Kaiser, 2-year starter at Notre Dame, taking in the 2nd round of this year's draft. He's looking down the field on the first play of the game, and he got it to Josh Gordon, who's
in business on wins and losses. The one thing you can take heart in is that his guys do play hard.
Kaiser, a bullet to the end zone, and it is a touchdown for Josh Gordon. His first since the 2014 season.
Timing developed between Kaiser and Gordon off the play action. This is where DeShone Kizer is throwing him open in the trust to deliver the ball to throw him open as opposed for waiting him to come open.
Again, it's Randall Cobb in the Green Bay backfield. And they fake it to him, and hello. My, oh my.
Nate Orchard coming strong.
Hey, 50. A 2nd and 18 after the penalty took away a first down. And is that a catch by Coleman? Did the ball get there? It did. It is a first down.
Now, if you got Randall out there matched up with him now, they're going to play a little bit of a zone.
Kaiser throws right on the button inside the 10 to Corey Coleman. It's 1st and goal Browns. On audition right now with a new sheriff in town. And how about that? The inside pitch to Johnson, who tiptoes to the end zone, and the Brownies have the lead.
Well-designed play.
Kaiser 12 of 13 so far in this game, and that's Johnson across the middle, a first down and then some. Across the 40-yard line, and he's able to, they shoved out of bounds.
So, didn't look right. He's looked the past 2 weeks. He's been what he's supposed to be, a future Hall of Famer, in my opinion.
Down the middle of the field, and there's a reception by Corey Coleman. 11, you just can't spike it here. Kaiser again looks down the field, and he threw that one into traffic, and it's intercepted by Ha-Ha Clinton Dix. Huntley hit on 10 of 16. They run it to Williams, and this is his best run of the afternoon. That'll be a gain of 12. So now a 3rd down, and getting out of trouble is Huntley, and he'll run it for a first down, and then some inside the 20. And that is something that Huntley has done exceptionally well, especially in critical moments. In the I formation with Aaron Jones. And they're going to run the ball. Are you kidding me? That looked like somebody was on the wrong page. Browns have not won a game all year long, 0-12. And this is Crowell who breaks it to the outside, back into the middle, and that's powerful running. 2nd down and 7. And a little bubble screen to Johnson. Boy, that's a beautifully designed play right there.
They're establishing the line of scrimmage.
Crowell to try and get that first down and then some. Inside the 25, cuts it back to the 20, back to the outside. And Crowell is down close to the 5-yard line.
This is the read that DeShone Kizer has on a zone read. If he does not, he closes down. He's going to keep it. He stays outside. He gives the ball to Crowell, and he's able to burst through the hole. You're putting that linebacker, Kyler Fackrell, in a bind right there, and that was an excellent read.
Kaiser throws, and it is a touchdown for the Cleveland Browns, and that's Corey Coleman. 3rd and a yard. Crossing pattern, and that's a tight end, Kendricks, the former Wisconsin Badger, for a first down.
Green 18,
They're going to run it to Williams, big hole. And he flies inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line.
Green 18,
Turn it handed to Williams. He'll go untouched into the end zone. So Green Bay with a critical drive answers after falling behind 21-7, and that is a huge touchdown for Mike McCarthy's Packers.
All different options.
Excellent protection. And a throw was nearly late, but it had enough on it to get to Seth DeValve. They're down to Crowell in the backfield. They'll hand it to him, and he's not going to get there. And where they are in this part of the field, they're going to punt it. All right, 3rd down at 2, and batted down at the line of scrimmage. All right, you're almost in midfield. You have 5.5 to go. The way you challenge that if you're Mike McCarthy, you have 1 timeout left. You challenge it and lose, you have none left. What a throw by Kaiser. Now the Packers are saying that ball was not caught by Njoku.
Big target out here as a tight end, working on Josh Jones, and a perfect throw.
It looked like that ball came out of there down at the bottom. Let's take a look on this angle. That's not a catch.
The ball hit the ground. It's an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th down and 4 at the 37-yard line.
And now the punt by Colquitt. He has been laser sharp here today, and this is Davis at the 10. And now cuts it back the other way, and look out. Davis across the 20, the 30, the 40, across midfield with a punter to beat, and still on his feet all the way down to the Cleveland 25-yard line.
Almost outkicked the cliche, outkicked the coverage. He did a little bit right here, but missed tackles in space. You lost contain on the outside, Trevor Davis. We talked about it in our meetings. He's explosive in the return game, and he puts the Packers in position to tie this one up.
Packers out of timeouts. And Hundley in a quarterback draw. And he will get into the end zone.
No, short.
And he automatically reviewed. It was scored and ruled a touchdown on the field. Oh, it looked like that knee may have been down.
Let's see, run that back.
The ball hit the cross the plane.
Knees down right there. I don't know where the ball is from that angle. We can't tell. Ball is short.
Start the clock immediately on the whistle. And here they go. They're going to throw it to the end zone. And it is a touchdown to Devon Adams. Davante Adams into the end zone. Davante Adams, money. And now an all-important point after to try and tie the game.
What a throw by Brett Hundley.
50-50.
Got Josh Gordon one-on-one, away from trips. There it is.
3rd and 2. And now Kaiser in trouble. Just looking around. The ball is batted into the air. And it is. Is it intercepted? Josh Jones has the ball in his hands. And no signal given yet by the officials that it is an interception.
Stars making plays in the 4th quarter. It starts with this guy. First of all, Randall does a great job on Josh Gordon, who we circled because that's who Kaiser wanted to go to. And this is inexplainable to me. I don't know why in this situation you're just throwing the ball up for grabs. He panicked. That's a rookie panic move by Deshaun Kaiser. And it puts the Green Bay Packers in perfect position. Now the Browns defense has to step up and make their own play. But there was a complete panic on Deshaun Kaiser. Right there, Randall does a great job of being physical with Josh Gordon at the line of scrimmage. Kaiser panics, throws it up for grabs, and it could be the end of the ball game.
And they're going to throw it. Ooh, that's a dangerous throw, and it's a first down, and to the end zone. Davante Adams and the Packers have won it in overtime.
Or throw the quick screen. Why not? That's safe. Watch this. This is going to be a good job of these guys blocking for Devontae Adams coming back in, and a perfect ball by Hundley. Jordy Nelson with a good block. Great call by Mike McCarthy.
Such an inspired performance by the Browns, but they come up short again. And the Packers' hopes alive for the postseason. The guys are standing by at the Coliseum in Los Angeles for America's Game of the Week.
Woodhead is in for the first time. He came in motion. And Flacco from the gun throws to the seam, and he's got Macklin at the 40-yard line of Cleveland. There is a flag, however, that sits at the 39-yard line of the Ravens.
Dictating.
Third down and 9. Out of the gun is Flacco looking at the end zone. It's tipped, and it's nearly intercepted. Christian Kirksey tipped it to Tucker. Sam Cook is his holder. It's a high snap, handled well. And the kick is good. 2011. On third down, that was Gordon in motion. Kaiser looks that way, and Gordon can't hang on. It may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage.
And plus, he wants the job. I mean, he's wants to work at it.
Trying to set up the screen. Boy, that's a tough spot to set up the screen.
Yeah, it was read very, very well.
Third down and 8. Pressure's coming from Suggs. Kaiser breaks away, and it's intercepted at the 42-yard line. Eric Weddle is still on his feet and inside the 20. And that is the 18th interception this year for Kaiser.
You're going to see right here, it's just going to be running a post pattern, but you see the safety right over the top right here. Weddle, he's just waiting for that throw, and Kaiser had nowhere to put that ball. Josh Gordon was not open. He was locked in. You can see him looking. A little bit of pressure from Suggs. Threw his timing off, no doubt about it. But that ball should not have been thrown, period.
Williams is in motion. And the handoff to Collins. Collins is bounced out. He did not get in. On formation, Ricard is the fullback. Here comes Collins. Collins is not going to get it. James Burgess was there to hit him back. And the Browns will take over on downs. On fourth and goal from inside the 1. Crowell on first down. Crowell has some daylight. Gets away from Weddle. Can he outrun the Ravens defense? He has 3 men chasing him down, and he's taken down by Brandon Carr close to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's one of the problems I have with the call, Steve Tasker.
Fourth down call.
The fourth down call, yeah, because you say, oh, they're playing against the Cleveland Browns. You got them backed up inside. Well, guess what? One play changes that. Now the Cleveland Browns have all the momentum. Easy to go back in with hindsight.
After we went into break, here's Duke Johnson, who bounces to the outside, and he's got a free run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Of the AFC Championship.
Flacco to the near side for Wallace, and Wallace is able to hang on the sidelines. It is a good catch to the 45-yard line. Jason McCourty was in on the coverage, going from inside the 3. Pressure's coming. Flacco's going to keep it himself into the end zone untouched. And the Ravens retake the lead. 2 receivers off to the far side. Duke Johnson in the backfield. Kaiser's being chased down by Suggs, and Suggs is able to slow him down for Judad, who picks up his 7th sack of the year. Your side. Cleveland has not converted to third down yet. Kaiser steps up to the pocket. Kaiser's hit by Suggs, dumps it off to Johnson. And Johnson trying to move his way, fumbles the ball! And it's picked up by Anthony Levine of the Baltimore Ravens. I think it was C.J. Mosley that jarred that ball loose, and Levine was able to recover it.
Wallace is #1 receiver.
Still plenty of time for the Ravens. Flacco wants it to Watson, who's wide open. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore. Benjamin Watson held in check last week against the Steelers.
A couple occasions in the first half, but this is one where they just couldn't. Flacco does a nice job backpedaling, takes the hit, and just lofts this ball out there. You said it. It's a great throw under pressure just to touch that ball out there in front of Watson.
Is there anything to the fact that it's the 10th touchdown allowed by the Browns to a tight end this year? I mean, blitz on first down. Kaiser 4 for his last 4. Pumps and throws as he's being taken down. It's complete to DeValve. And he's inside the 40-yard line. That's a huge completion.
Is there.
That's him at the bottom.
On third down. They throw to that side, and the pass is complete to that side. Corey Coleman.
Yeah, quick timeout by Cleveland here. That's a first down.
This is the tougher end of the stadium to kick. It's a good snap, a good hold. Kick is on its way, and it is good. It's stopped by Cleveland. Chris Moore is in motion. Flacco off the play fake. Sets up and fires. It's Watson again. And Watson is tripped up by Jabril Peppers, but he is inside Cleveland territory. Bunch formation on the left side for Flacco. Flacco, time's winding down, and he's taken down. Trevon Coley with his second sack of the year. These are from his end zone on first down from the 4. Here comes the pressure. He doesn't see it. He loses the football. It's picked up right on the goal line by Brandon Williams. It'll be a touchdown, Baltimore. Kaiser had no idea that the pressure was coming from the backside, and Brandon Williams fell right on top of it.
Right here, Spencer Drango. Williams just comes off.
It actually wasn't Williams.
It was Zadarius Smith who knocked it loose, and Williams recovered it in the end zone.
Yeah. So just gives him the move, and Drango gets caught lunging.
Yeah, that's pretty poor by Drango. We were worried about the matchup with him on Suggs coming into the game today, but it was not Suggs that caused the problem. Zadarius Smith right there, huge play.
Set on formation. That's Max Williams, the tight end, in motion. Off the play fake. Flacco, middle of the field. Mike Wallace is wide open, close to the 40-yard line in front of Mike Jordan. His one field goal this afternoon. Cook is the holder. Morgan Cox, the longtime long snapper. And everything worked perfectly for Tucker and the Ravens as they take a 27-10 lead with 4 seconds to play.
Did not ever figure it out. Never had a chance to really grow and develop as a quarterback.
Here's Gordon. Nice catch. Pass behind him. He's up across the 45. And he's up to the 48-yard line. It is a deep draft. I don't know if it's that deep. They're down at 5. Kaiser to the middle, and pass is complete. What a catch by Duke Johnson. And they're going to get a roughing the passer penalty against the Ravens as well.
Completely, it's hard to adjust to that.
DeValve is in motion on third down and 5. Kaiser pumps to the right, rolls to the left. Throws to the back of the end zone, intercepted. Brandon Carr in the back of the end zone, and that was a poor decision by DeShone Kaiser.
You know, listen, we saw earlier, Santa Claus is sitting right back here. Throw it to him. Throw it to him.
Field goal, you're now a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and a field goal away from tying the ball game instead of 2 touchdowns.
Well, Javoris Allen gets the first down as he sprints forward to the 34-yard line. Jabril Peppers makes the tackle on San Francisco. Allen gets up close to midfield before Mike Jordan.
They have and get in.
There's a little edge to them as Allen running hard.
Yeah, they're steeled. You know, they're hardened. They don't have a let-up team that wants Hugh Jackson because of the success he had there as offensive coordinator.
Flacco takes a knee. Receivers on the near side. Trubisky tries to avoid the blitz, but cannot do so. He is sacked and taken down by Justin Curry, who came blitzing in for the Browns.
They play Jacksonville, who's deep in the playoff hunt next week.
On second down, Kaiser to throw to the right side, broken up. Beautiful breakup by Kyle Fuller, who certainly looks like he's back to 100% with that bum knee. As Colquitt is ready to punt for the second time. This time it's a different punt. It is a high, booming kick, and Cohen takes it at the 15. He did not ask for a fair catch, and he is lightning in a bottle. Along the sidelines, he bumps out of bounds. don't know how he was able to even start himself on that. Second possession for the Bears. It begins at the 43 of Chicago. Trubisky has plenty of time, and he's got Deion Sims along the sidelines. Brown in motion. The handoff to Howard, and Howard right through the middle into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Number 8 for Jordan Howard. And these extra points are going to be factors here this afternoon. Good snap, and it's a good hold. It was deflected at the line by Nassib, and it's going to be no good. And the Bears will maintain a 6-0 lead. Buffalo wraps it up next week against Miami, but first they got to get through New England, and Trubisky is sandwiched. Myles Garrett, James Burgess. There were a lot of Browns who were in the mix.
Really intelligent guys down inside.
Ball is spotted on the 28-yard line as we head toward the 2-minute warning. Kaiser going for it all, and Fuller in the end zone with the interception for the Bears.
Here he made up his mind he was going to put it up, and a bad result one more time.
As we have reached the 2-minute warning from the 36-yard line. Pressure's coming. Trubisky has an open field to run for the first down, and he does. Out to midfield before Nakua takes him down. Started 5 of 5. He's 1 for 6. And from midfield, here comes the pressure, and man, oh man, is he nailed. Jamar Taylor came in on the blitz, and Joe Schobert was there to help him out. Yards before the interception. They begin on their own 22. Trying to set up a little screen to Johnson. And Johnson has a blocker or two. And he has a first down. Timeout left. Kaiser steps up, fires, and he has a man wide open. It's Ricardo Lewis, and Lewis has got to get out of bounds or get down.
He didn't get out of bounds.
Zane Gonzalez trying to put the Browns on the board. Good snap, good hold. Kick is on its way, end over end, and it is good.
Oh. Not by much.
By less than a yard. Both of them are struggling with that pressure package that the defenses are throwing at them.
Bears will get the football to begin the second half. This is Cunningham, and Cunningham rumbling across the 25 and the 30. And he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's done such a good job this year. Brown showing blitz. Trubisky trying to dump it off to Cunningham. He will for the screen and a first down. Inside the 30-yard line. And he bounces inside the 20 before Jabril Peppers will be taking him down. And it's time for a little snow angel.
Caught all the pressure's coming from the backside. Perfect timing for the screen. Look at all this green grass in front of the running back coming outside with the lineman in front of him. Perfect call by Dowell Loggins of the Chicago Bears offensive coordinator. Boy, could not have had a better
yards. On first down, Trubisky to Howard. Howard avoids one tackler, and he's into the open field, into the end zone for the second time today. It'll be third down at 15 from the 24. And Kaiser going to the far sideline for Gordon, who can't hang on. Broken up again by Kyle Fuller. Trubisky hitches to the left. They try the screen again, and again Cunningham's got blockers. And again he's in the open field and out of bounds. At the 35-yard line.
All counts by the Bears.
Gain of 22 yards off the play fake. Trubisky in the pocket, has some time, and now it's dragged down. Ogunjobi took him by the ankles and pulled him down. Feel there's a chemistry that the two have put together the last several weeks. And now Howard trying to bounce outside, but Burgess wraps him up and takes him down. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play.
The Browns stop the Bears right where they are.
Critical third down. Trubisky lets it fly, and he's got a first down to Cohen, who just kept pinballing off the defenders. 2 receivers to the bottom. Trubisky's going to keep it himself. This is what we saw last week with Baltimore, and Trubisky bounces into the end zone. A 4-yard touchdown run for the rookie. So at least the last couple of years, the way it's been going. On first down, Kaiser to throw. Pressure's coming, dumps it off to Duke Johnson. Trevathan missed the tackle, and Johnson will sprint up toward midfield before he is upended and thrown down by Bryce Callahan. Njoku is by himself on the near side. Kaiser's looking to the far side, and he is grabbed as he throws. It's complete to Higgins, and Higgins is still on his feet. He got up because the whistle didn't blow, and he fumbles into the end zone. Amukamara picks it up, and he's running around in the end zone, and he better get out.
Five-yard line.
Looks like it's Trevathan.
And you talk about the Cleveland Browns. We spoke about it. Somebody's got to make a play. Somebody's got to do something. But here's the thing. The Cleveland Brown guys, all of a sudden, everybody thinks they got to win it on every play. You try and do too much if you're Higgins. Yeah, that was already a great play. They had the first down. He got up and got a little extra yards, but then all of a sudden you forget to protect it. And
how bad it could have been, really. I don't think any of us realized how serious that was, but to see him up and around is fantastic.
Well, Kaiser goes down. Sam Acho and Akeem Hicks were both in for the sack today. Brown show once again. Here comes Peppers. The pass to the near side is incomplete. Intended for Inman. And McCourty was there to break it up.
Back and make some progress.
Losing a second down at 11 underneath to Crowell. But Crowell's had some tough passes today. He really has. 12 successful conversions on fourth down. Here comes Kwiatkowski, and the pass is intercepted by Callahan. And Callahan is trying to run away from Crowell, and he's taken down inside Browns territory.
See, Kwiatkowski comes in and grabs him. It happens just that fast. Kwiatkowski untouched. He sees him, can't get away from him, and then flings it out there, and that's happened all too many times.
Four touchdowns, 4 field goals towards the top of the NFL in that category. This is Stephen Ridley. Able to wiggle his way inside Cleveland territory. Nicely done. It's a 13-yard burst.
There is without a doubt that he has been a big factor in the last part of the season.
It'll end the round play. This is Darius Hayward-Bay finding the edge. He's still going. 5, and he's into the end zone for the Steelers touchdown. 29 yards to get Pittsburgh on the board early.
Our first drive of the game, broken tackles and missed opportunities, set up beautifully on that right side for Hayward-Bay to hit the corner, but you have 2 Cleveland Brown defenders that get split. We know how fast that Hayward-Bay is. It's a cold day out there, but
in LA against the Chargers. The Chargers, he's been up and down. Here's Kaiser under pressure, wrapped up and buried. Tyson Alualu making the start today for Cam Hayward. Jones on 2nd and 9, lets her rip. That pass is intercepted. It's Jabril Peppers on the pick. No flags thrown, and it will be Cleveland football.
Or down low in the box. And that time he disguises underneath. He reads the route perfectly.
2nd and 7, Jones, quick release. This is Schuster breaking a tackle. Schuster in the open field and finally pushed out of bounds. Joe Schobert finally able to get to him.
And yards after the catch for another huge play for the Steelers.
1st and 10, they'll go back to the ground game. This is Ridley finding the edge. Ridley inside the 20 and forced out of bounds by Peppers.
Hey, we tried 1 field goal. We got 6 inches. Let's go try and punch it in.
10th play of the drive, 4th and goal. This is Nix, and he is stood up. What a play by Greg Williams' defense. So stout against the run this season for DeShone Kizer and Cleveland as they are pinned back deep. 3rd down. Kizer to the air, but too low. Again, unable to get it to his intended receiver. This time it's Lewis. Kizer, by the way, has still not completed a pass in this game. He's 0 for 3, and that punt, was it partially blocked at the line of scrimmage? Appeared as though it was. It was Tyler Matakevich. We'll have to go back and look at the replay here. On a scrimmage quickly, 3rd and 2 here as they try to pick up the pace. Jones looked to fake the handoff, throws, has his man, it's caught! It's Juju Schuster for the Steelers touchdown! 20 yards from Landry.
Johnson out of the backfield.
Kizer fakes the handoff initially, he's going to take a shot. Has a man under it. Has his man, Kaiser. Perfectly thrown pass to Gordon. Touchdown, Cleveland. A majestic pass by Kaiser. Couldn't throw it better than that. And Gordon does the rest.
You just can't. You've got to be able to bracket this. This is 2-on-1. Josh Gordon is the only receiver that's lined up out there. Joe Hayden is looking inside. The reverse motion catches his attention. He looks inside, and then that allows Gordon the time to run right by him. The free safety is in no position to get outside the numbers that fast. But that's all on Joe Hayden reading the backfield, playing the reverse, and not paying attention to Josh Gordon.
Initially could be coming back.
The receiver stepped out of bounds with the ball at the 2-yard line.
They split out. You get the sense if the Browns are going to have any chance of coming back, they have to punch it in here. Down 2 touchdowns, and it is Johnson doing just that.
Well, he's had an outstanding season.
No official Pro Bowl committee, of course, but fan voting, coaches voting, also the players, all with 1/3 of that Pro Bowl vote.
I understand it. That, I get the rule, but there's no doubt that was a catch.
This is Jones, and that pass is caught. What a first half it's been for Juju Smith-Schuster. First down, pickup of 11.
That was a terrible call.
Spoken like an ex-defender. This is Ridley pounding his way into the end zone for the Steelers touchdown. And Ramon Foster doing the rest.
Have a say in it, but I think without a doubt the Browns are going to go and target a quarterback or multiple quarterbacks.
Kaiser's pass is caught. That's Rashard Higgins. Full sprint and into the end zone for the touchdown. A 56-yard sprint, and Cleveland comes right back. His 31st career game, longest pass of the year for Kaiser.
Oh, what a huge play for Higgins. You see Watt out there, and he's bluffing, and he comes out for coverage, but then you got 2 safeties back deep to try and keep everything there in front of him, and Higgins, who isn't the fastest guy at wide receiver, is able to split both safeties and race his way on into the end zone. Beautiful play and execution by the Cleveland Browns.
Second seed in the AFC at the moment. The Pittsburgh Steelers right now up 7 over Cleveland here in the regular season finale. Jones up the field. It is caught. What a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster.
Concept in this offense has been deadly against other defenses.
Steelers down to 1 timeout. Football is loose. Cleveland's got it. Caleb Brantley with the fumble recovery.
Boy, how about this? Really nicely executed blitz with Nassib coming inside on the right side, and then it's Myles Garrett with speed on the other side is able to get to Landry Jones. Beautiful rush by Myles Garrett on the left tackle. And what a huge play again for the Cleveland Brown defense.
Garrett with his 11th game played of the season and his dead last in scoring. He has committed more turnovers than any team in the league, but so far showing some gumption here in week 17. That's Josh Gordon with the 11-yard first down reception. Leaves in shorts before any game. What a physical specimen he is. This is Kaiser, a little bit high with the pass. It's caught. Njoku breaking a tackle. And look at the big tight end rumbling down to the 10. TJ Watt has to sprint and get him from the back. Kaiser throwing end zone. It's caught for the Browns touchdown. It's Higgins with his 2nd reception into the end zone. And the Cleveland Browns on the verge of tying this game at 21. Number 10 and 11 on the season for Deshaun Kaiser. That is Landry Jones and Pittsburgh respond. This is Juju Smith-Schuster from inside his own 5, breaking a tackle. Here he goes, the rookie into open terrain, breaking tackles, and the 21-year-old is into the end zone for the touchdown. and once again bringing the opposition to its knees. For 6 to restore order for the Steelers.
It's really, really unbelievable what kind of second half to this season that this guy has had, the impact that he's made on the offensive side of the ball, opposite Antonio Brown. And we start talking about, the big 3 on offense. We might have to start talking about the big 4 if he keeps up playing like this. It's a lot easier for this team and this staff to let him go.
Harrison, by the way, is active in that game against the Jets. Kaiser's going to run for it on 3rd and 15, and he has it. What a play by the rookie. Needed the 22. He picks up 16.
Big off season for him as well.
1st and 15 after the penalty. Kaiser fakes the end around. Throws up the seam, and it is caught. What a play by Gordon, showing that physical ability effectively. It's a good point. Most of their regulars defensively have been on the field till this point. 1st and 10. Kaiser's going to tuck it away, uses his legs again. Kaiser! Plenty of open real estate in front of him, runs out of bounds. 3rd and 20. Need the 13 to move the chains. Kaiser's pass incomplete. And not even close to the intended receiver, Gordon. It is the holder. Gonzalez, the Arizona State product. Didn't have to kick in these kind of conditions much in college, and he bangs it in from 51. Alu coming over in free agency from Jacksonville, the former 10th overall pick. This is Johnson on a check down. Johnson in open field. Inside Steelers territory. Football is loose. Who's got it? And Pittsburgh has recovered. Can the Steelers find that ever-elusive first win here in Week 17? Kaiser hit on the throw, and that pass is intercepted. Sean Davis.
Misses on their offensive line, so I think they've done a pretty solid job.
Another low snap. Jones' pass finds the hands of Toussaint. So he will be well short of the first down. He picks up only 2. And avoid becoming the 3rd team since the merger to finish a season winless. Kaiser's pass up the seam. It's caught. It's Gordon breaking free. Crosses the 45. Gordon inside Steelers territory and finally brought down by Hayden.
Ball out from Deshaun Kaiser.
Josh Gordon over the 100-yard mark in what has been his best day in the 5 games since his return. Johnson running for the first down on the final Sunday of the regular season. Kaiser from the gun, 3rd and 6, far side. Johnson, the catch appears to be short.
Duke Johnson one-on-one with Joe Hayden at the bottom of the screen. Not a great matchup for the Browns.
Corey Coleman in the backfield. Kaiser under pressure, somehow escapes. Kaiser's pass is incomplete. Right through the hands of Coleman, and he can't believe it.
He possibly can. And that one goes right through your hands. Incomplete pass, and what a disappointing end to the Cleveland Browns offense.
Coleman, the young man who they took with the 15th overall pick back in 2016. This is Ridley breaking free. First down run and more for the Steelers, and there's a late flag at the end of the play. First time they've had a first-round bye since 2010. With a 2 seed that year, and then advanced to the Super Bowl where they lost to Green Bay. They'll hope for better fortunes this season. The Steelers have won it 28-24. Your final and football infamy for the 2017 Cleveland Browns.